look like a producer, and you said
Definitely.
what? You told her what?
I said, hold up, let me just, let me just set 1, 2 things and come back.
Set the record straight for somebody who sees you as just a producer. Who is MX? What's in his DNA? What are you made out of?
MX is a creative artist from Durban. He's 29 years old. He's been in the hip-hop industry, pushing underground for a couple of years. He's notably known from coming from groups such as Niche Fam. And yeah, like, I'm just a creator by nature. I think that's the best way to sum up who MX is.
How was growing up in KZN?
Oh man, it's beautiful. And I'm glad you said KZN because I live in Durban, but I've got family in outer KZN.
Yeah.
People often think that Durban is KZN. KZN is way more bigger, but it's the best. Like, I've got palm trees outside. It's always sunny. And remember, a few years ago, it used to be called Africa's Playground. So yes. I'm quite delighted how people are warm, and it's just such a great vibe out there.
I'm sure it's a vast different from being a playground now because of the lockdown.
Yo, it is dead. It is dead. But yesterday, when our president announced the different phases, you can actually hear the city come alive with excitement. Like, just people like, whoa!
Devonites at their best.
At its best.
We're not done, guys. Hold up. We're not done. Like,
yeah. Let's talk about some of the things that influenced you into becoming a musician. What influenced you in taking a decision to follow this career and tell yourself that you are going to become a musician?
Well, as I've mentioned, that creating, I grew up moving around a lot when I was younger. So I've even lived in Cape Town, I lived in Joburg, but I spent most of the time in Durban. So I was always caught up in this trying to find my identity. And the best form of expression that I always had was poetry and hip hop and music. So through that, I was able to meet a lot of great talented producers who've influenced and helped make me the person that I am. So I would say that it's my family, it's me trying to find my identity and my surroundings.
Wow, that's very important.
Something so excited is your current project, Wasted Potential. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah.
I am telling you now, Wasted Potential is my baby. I dropped volume 1 about 2 weeks ago. And basically that is just me being a testimony to not sleeping on yourself. If you have gifts, if you have talents, do not sleep on them. Hence the title, Wasted Potential. Because I feel like we know so many people who could have become great, or they could have done so much if they didn't not believe in themselves. So yeah, like, this project just tackles those themes of inspiration and motivation and just trying to uplift people to be proud of who they are, with their flaws, with their pros, with their cons, and to take all that and to walk boldly.
Yeah.
MX, are you a Twitter head? Because one of your title tracks, go retweet this. Tell us more about that.
Yes. Funny story about that. Funny story about that. Like, I usually just, whenever I'm in studio, I will like freestyle and just give people snippets, and then I ask them what we should call this. And then one of the lyrics I said was, these people can't even give you respect. So they can't even give you respect. Or they can't even retweet. I was basically saying, they don't even want to give you a retweet. So why would you want to try to get their respect? Which speaks to us always needing validation from other people. So I asked my fans and my supporters, like, hey guys, what should we call this? And they're like, retweet this. So that track itself is saying, hey guys, you probably won't retweet this because of the actual content that we're speaking about. I like to believe that I voice the voiceless, and I usually call out a lot of things.
Definitely, man. We absolutely, besides retweeting, we absolutely going to share your EP. That's how we're going to retweet, by sharing your EP. Let's talk about this EP. Why did you think this was the right time for you to release an EP made up of 4 amazing tracks?
Thank you so much. Well, I've been recording for the last 2 years, and this is just the first volume of it because I've got a home studio.
Lucky you!
Well, it's investing in yourself, kids. It's investing in yourself, not sleeping on yourself, and understanding that things take time. I always looked at it as I was always the guy willing to learn and to try practice and try get better. So why I dropped it in this time was because it was just part of my plan, and I've got a follow-up project in June. And more than that, it's just like, it's crazy the lockdown happened, but this was just part of my plan that I'm following through. To be quite honest.
I also like to know why releasing EPs instead of releasing a full album. What is the difference of releasing an EP and releasing an album? And why do you choose to start with EPs instead of just dropping an album to us?
Perfect question. My last EP I released was in 2017. I'm a type of artist who likes to take their time and to live life and go through experiences to help mold my content, because I pride myself on being a lyricist. So I try make my audience or my viewer, I try to take them in a journey and give them things that they can identify with. So I believe that I make long-lasting music, and for that reason, I wanted to do it as an EP, because the album, which I've started working on, is going to have a completely different concept and a different sound. And that I am super excited about, because I'll be tapping into our culture, our heritage, and basically playing with elements from Kwaito and your late 80s. So that's going to take more time to develop and become a solid project. And I want to just gain more momentum and more hype.
MX, are you collaborating with anybody?
Well, if you guys have followed my journey, you'd know that I've worked with a lot of prolific artists and producers, but moving forward, I'm not. Like on this project, it's a solo effort. Like I won't drop any names, but you guys are more than welcome to check out who I've worked with. But moving forward, as I said, I was always a person who was trying to figure out who they are. So for that reason, I've minimized the amounts of features that I do, and I've spent more time perfecting my story, who I am, and my craft.
Perfecting my story. 4 tracks on the EP. Tell us which track is actually your favorite.
Be
honest.
Am I right?
I feel like something is happening here.
Yeah. And it goes back to what I was telling you. I feel like I'm celebrating my authenticity, who I am, my culture, and I'm just having a great time doing it.
When MX abantu bafuna consumer umculo wakho, where do they get it?
Okay, my music is available on all digital streaming serving platforms, so your Spotify, Apple, everywhere, but you can go on my website at www.MXsouthafrica.com.
And why should people buy your music? We don't just go and download it. Why should they?
Well, you see, this is the beauty of owning your stuff. I've got my music up for free on my website, so you're more than welcome to have a listen. And if you like it a bit more, you can stream and actually purchase the tracks. I don't want to force people to buy or to listen to my stuff. It's more like, hey, if this relates with you, if this touches you in any shape, way, or form, come with me on this journey, because we're going to do great things.
You strike me as one of those artists who own their masters and everything belongs to them.
PhDs.
Right?
Yeah.
Why is that important, though?
Education.
Why is that important?
Because as I've mentioned, like when I came up in a group called Niche Fam. You guys probably don't know it, but we had to take the bus to Joburg. We had to beg directors. I'm the type of artist who wasn't ashamed to put in the groundwork or never got any handouts. So the beauty of owning your music is that we don't look at it as products when we're doing the music. It's more about, hey, it's the vibe and whatnot. But our music actually lives on. So the reason that I own it is for that exact reason. It's documentation, it's history, and to just give opportunity to that music to spread as wide and as far as possible.
The music must live
on. Thank you so much, MX, for taking time with us. You made my Friday a little bit better. You're so refreshing.
He's absolutely refreshing, man. I feel like his sound is absolutely going to be refreshing for most of South Africans, especially after this lockdown. We need refreshing sounds.
Yeah.
I think I have a new man crush.
Shout out to CapeTown TV, guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, love you, lads.
Where are you going?
Hello, Style Timers. We're at it again. Today, we're at Pereira Vintage Shop, and